Hi, greetings everyone. This is Gigi coming on today. Buenos dias. Coming on to you from Mexico. And I wanted to talk today about this is November 1st. I looked on social media this morning and I saw where a young man who's in Jamaica was complaining about the Black Americans that were there at his resort or where he used to work. I think he said he was a former employee there, and he was complaining about the attitudes that some of these Black people had. It was like they weren't recognizing or respecting the fact that they just got out from a hurricane and the devastation and everything that they suffered. They were complaining about things that, shouldn't even have been on the table. Okay, and I understood that completely. Then the conversation went to Black Americans this, Black Americans that, this, that. And I just don't understand why. It seems like everybody hates us. Everybody hates us. The white man hates us. Why do they hate us? We never did anything to them. They're the ones who did something to us. Okay, but I saw responses from people in South Africa, different countries, Caribbean, other islands. People say, yeah, the Black African Americans, they this, they that. Look, let me just say this. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. No race is perfect. No person is perfect. Only person is perfect is God. So you're going to have people who I say are ignorant. I mean, anytime you're going to get all up in arms about the devastation of a hurricane and why you're not able to have certain things that you had before a hurricane landed, that's ridiculous. But it's ignorant. A lot of people have not traveled extensively and don't understand how it works, But to say that, to just say all African Americans are ignorant or like this, I think it's very unfair. I really think it's unfair. And like I said, I'd like to know where all this animosity is coming from. Because sometimes I feel, excuse me, just like some people from Africa come over to the United States and see how we're living, like the jobs we have and where we're living, all that. And they're jealous, envious, or whatever you want to call it. And they say, what are they complaining about? They have this and they have that. Just not even considering what we have gone through, what our forefathers, what everybody has been through, and how it was so difficult for us to get to where we are right now. That's the important thing, okay? So I just don't understand why we are always targeted. And it's hurtful. It's very hurtful to me as a Black woman, not an African American. We all came from Africa. So for me to be targeted because I'm American, I'm an African American, which I had no control over. I had no control over that, okay? And maybe I am in a better economic status than you are. But why so much animosity? Why so much hatred? I don't get it. Because it seems that a lot of you all want to be like us in some ways. But on the other hand, we are always being attacked. And what about the colonizer, the one who created this monster? I can't help but think that he's behind this. And somebody made a comment about how the white man is over here. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's cleaning up, he's doing all this. I'm thinking, I guess he is, because most of them are in a better economic position than a lot of us are. So they're in a place where they can do all this. And maybe they're trying to rectify what they did to us, our people in the past, trying to make good. Maybe that's it, but it does not mean that we African Americans are not understanding and being sympathetic and just praying for Jamaica and what it's going through now, and all the other countries. I'm just saying, come on now, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. We are one. We are one. Don't let anybody separate us. United we stand. United we stand. Okay. And like I said, I'm not trying to take away from the fact that for somebody who's in Jamaica now to complain and what have you about the fact that they don't have this or they don't have that, and realizing that just had a hurricane, okay? Something that no man can control. No man can control that. These people are suffering. These people, the people, the inhabitants of the island of Jamaica, my heart goes out to them. They're going through a lot. Oh my God, when I saw the devastation and everything, my heart went out to them. Okay? We need to be more understanding, African Americans. We need to be more understanding. Okay? For those of you all who have not really traveled, I just hope and pray at some point in time you can do that, get a passport, explore other countries, other islands, and see how people live. Okay? People live differently. Like my mother used to say, just because you never heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. People are doing things all across the world that are different from what we do. We're not the blueprint, not by a long shot, of how things should be. Okay? Just, we need to try to have compassion and just understand a hurricane. Okay, maybe they're emotionally upset because, hey, I've never really been in the path or been around a hurricane. I can imagine that that's something that's very frightening, very scary. And then once it's over and you're trying to recover, that can be, oh my God, it's like, how does one do that? Especially if one has never witnessed it before. It's not easy. But let's not forget, okay, when you say some people are ignorant, some people are acting this way, but not all of us, okay? Please, not all of us are like that. I sure hope this has sunk in. And if you have any type of comment you'd like to make, please bring it on. Let's find a common ground. Let's try to understand why all this animosity towards one another. Who is the culprit that's spreading this? If you like my content, please like and share, subscribe. Blessings. Have a great day on purpose.